The most dangerous skill in the world is the person with an idea today. It's never been in the history of mankind that you think of an idea and you can execute it right away. And just because of AI, it is possible today. So anyone who is not using AI or who are thinking that, oh, I don't understand AI, this tells something about us that we want to communicate, but we don't want to be seen. $3 trillion. None of the other industries have seen such a massive growth in such a short period of time.
Sahas Chopra is a creator and a visionary immigrant entrepreneur.
And a host of the Sahas Chopra Show with over 800,000 followers on social media.
He built fastest growing internet-first businesses.
And today he spends his time helping founders understand how to actually build and scale in the age of AI.
How can I, instead of becoming a victim of,
Learn AI and get into sales.
what would be your 90 days plan for that person?
One of the biggest gaps in the market is going to be,
What else are you utilizing to grow your business?
what is it worth today?
How far we are making that vision to reality. One man billion dollar business.
If your business is not being available on ChatGPT,
Before we start to see a big transformation in life, I feel the person who went through darker sides of life, like, who have seen some deep pain, are the ones start transforming. So what's your story like that really like make you go crazy on all this social media, millions of views and, podcasts? You're doing something that not a normal person does.
okay. I don't think myself as somebody who is extraordinary. I think everybody has that capability. You just need to find it. Some people like you and I, we have to go through pain in order to find where do you really want to, where do you really belong. So I think that everybody has that pain in their journeys. I think everybody's going through their own things in their life. The other day I was asking myself, what is the definition of success? When you think about this, there is not one definition of success. It's not just making money for one person. For somebody is that, I just want to meet my parents. I want to do something for my parents. I just want to do something for my kids. That is success for them, and that could be, bring happiness for them. So my point was that, I'm starting from scratch when I came to Canada. That, because I was already 30, it's a societal pressure that, do something of your life, right? कि 30 हो गया मतलब कि you're starting from scratch again.
Yeah.
So all those societal pressures are also there. But when I came to Canada, I was actually relieved from that kind of pressure. I was like, I can just be Batman and nobody gives a shit about me.
So there is no more aunties saying you what to do.
Yeah. So no more aunties saying me that, what are you doing? When are you going to have kids? When are you going to do that? So no more pressure like that. So came here, did just like anyone, did many jobs here and there. And I think that is important for your transformation in order to understand where do you really belong. Went through a couple of things that, so like, you drive Uber, you do car dealerships, I did sales and everything. And then eventually I started a marketing agency. And that's where we started.
Yeah.
You were one of the first clients that we worked with.
Yes.
And you were already a star, by the way. ठीक है? Don't discredit yourself in all this. ठीक है?
Thank you. If it's coming from Sahas Chopra, I'll take it.
Absolutely, brother. I think you were already somebody that most of the people looked up to, and I looked up to you even during that time. That how you build up your, yourself, your family, your story. So I think everyone who is an immigrant who has come to Canada can relate with the struggles and the pain that somebody goes through. Doesn't mean that somebody has to be a millionaire in order to be successful in their life. Somebody who is in a job, they could be successful if they are loving what they're doing.
So what's success for you?
I don't know the answer. At this point also, I don't know the answer. It's very time bound for a little things that
So what's keeping you to go in this journey? Because it's not an easy journey that you took up.
Yeah, man, I think curiosity.
That's what your channel is all about.
Yeah, and that's genuinely what comes to my mind, when I hear this question, because I'm also trying to push my own boundaries. Things that I could do, most of the people that I'm competing with are in their 20s. Think about it in this way in the content space. ठीक है, I'm nearing 40. ठीक है, I want to see when am I going to get irrelevant and what boundaries can I push in order to get there. But it's also very helpful for my own growth because I want to become a better version of myself. So thinking that, can I be a good storyteller? Can I be a good podcast? Or can I run a successful agency? Can I learn about automations and AI and workflows? What are things that the world is moving so fast at in a short period of time? And whatever is coming to my plate, I'm just trying to, chew one step at a time. It's not going to be fast like, someone else, but I'm taking my own time. But I'm really interested and curious about whatever
Happening
things
in the world.
Yeah.
What do you think this AI will take us? Does it replace all the jobs?
I think the better question should be the most dangerous thing in the world, the most dangerous skill in the world is the person with an idea today.
Person with an idea.
Yeah.
Why do you say so?
Because it is possible that they can make it happen. It's never been in the history of mankind that you think of an idea and you can execute it right away. And just because of AI, it is possible today. So anyone who is not using AI or who are thinking that, oh, I don't understand AI, they're not trying to learn it or understand it.
True.
It's not really, because see, everything has the good and the bad. If you will just think about, oh, AI is just it's AI slop, which is happening on social media. Yeah, but there are also good things which are happening. And just imagine the kind of pace it is increasing in order to, you to be successful in some kind of a business that you are in.
True.
It's creating opportunities.
I did not use AI until recent times. Why do you think generally people are hesitant to start using it?
We are not comfortable with the change. You started your workout journey. Why did you start now? It took you some time to,
Get into
accept
it.
and challenge yourself. I want to do 100-day challenge. And kudos to you, man. Like, you look so great.
Thank you. See, there is another challenge that I'm seeing nowadays with AI and the world we are in. There's so much information. How do I filter out, what is the right, where should I even start?
It's so difficult to filter out in today. This is one of the biggest disadvantages in the place that we are living right now. It's so difficult to find out what is the right source of information. I'll give you an example. What's happening nowadays is that if you're creating content around some news, there is a very high possibility that news channel and even that news website is created with AI. And how is it creating? It is in the back channels it is creating. So what it's doing is, let's say if you're going on ChatGPT and you're asking about, oh, do you know this? Do you think that Napoleon invaded Britain? Or you're saying that Napoleon invaded Britain and this is what happened and you're telling something. If ChatGPT agrees with you, it is trying to create sources around it. So maybe there is no resource around it, but it will create, not ChatGPT for that matter, but in particular, any AI could go on to create a domain, create a website, which is a news publication and say, yeah, I picked up from the source. So now they're creating AI news sources.
To make it legit.
To make it sound legit.
Yeah.
So think about it like, ChatGPT is one of the biggest problem with most of the chat models is AI chat models is that they agree to whatever you say.
True.
Most of the time. Now hallucination has gone a little lower. But earlier, like even hallucination, this is called hallucination. They will just either go mum or they will make something up out of thin air, and then you say no, this is not true. But sorry, my bad. I was thinking something else, and it will deflect from the topic. But they hallucinate. So they're not going deep in that. They're just trying to break down the text and trying to make sense of it. It is not like how Google does and goes to your page and tries to screen the information. AI models don't do that way. They try to fragment the word by word and try to make sense of it. And sometimes it could be just hallucinating and creating their own stories.
But is it changing? Because, now ChatGPT 4 to 5.
Yeah.
The new updates.
Yeah. So it's getting better. But the downside is that there are already so many contents which are being created by AI, which will sound legit, but they're not legit. So you'll have to double check a lot of the content that you're creating and you're consuming.
So then how do I navigate through this?
Yeah, so I think there are two things to think about whenever you are talking about AI and everything. One is that, entertainment. Another is that how can I use AI to my benefit and grow my business, or, create more content and, be more productive. These are all the good things about that. You could use AI chatbot, you could do ChatGPT, you could use agents in order to do that. People are using ChatGPT as their personal therapist, which I don't agree that you shouldn't do that. All the chats that you're doing with ChatGPT and you're sharing personal information, OpenAI is liable to show your proof of chats that you have done.
Holy cow.
Because it is admissible to the court. Because ChatGPT is not your therapist. And people are doing that. Mostly Gen Zs. They are talking about their relationships. They're talking about their personal stuff, which they should not. And this is what dependencies are happening on ChatGPT and agents right now.
What dependencies that are good to growth? Because my purpose of this whole episode, is to bring out that the good AI can do. Because I know there is a lot of
Absolutely, man. There's a lot good than the wrong things that you can think about. It's just that wrong things come out faster. They are just shown a little like, just like, when there is an attack or something, you just see one person, one small group attacking and it's a big attack, but you don't see the 10 good things that has happened. So it just gets hidden because of how the human brain works. But there's so many good things. Like if you're thinking about using it in your business or in your daily life, you should know how to give a prompt. And there is a very simple formula of giving any kind of a prompt to an AI. Even before going into hiring somebody or, thinking that I need a business solution. See, the point is that you need to get acquainted with how AI works, how the platforms work.
So what's that prompt style that you're mentioning, that we can use?
There are four main elements to formulating a prompt. The first one is context.
Okay.
Give a context of what you want to talk about. Then second is the task that you want it to be perform. The third one is guidelines.
Okay.
The guidelines that you want it to follow, because guardrails, you have to bring restrictions and constraints. AI could hallucinate. So you want it to give that, you have to work within this boundary itself. Don't go out of this boundary and create a random conversation.
So you have to tell it where your boundaries are.
Yes. So context, tasks, guidelines, and constraints. These are the four main factors of creating one of the best prompts.
What's the stats now about ChatGPT? Like how many users use it?
There are 800 million weekly users on ChatGPT right now.
800 million.
Imagine earlier, back in the day, even today, like you say that, if your business is not listed on Google, you don't have a business.
Yeah.
You're screwed. This is exactly what ChatGPT is doing right now. If your business is not being available on ChatGPT, because people are searching more on ChatGPT than Google nowadays.
So how can I be in front of them?
Yeah. Great question. I think one of the places, most of the searches and most of the data that ChatGPT is extracting is mostly from Reddit.
Reddit.
Yeah. So you have to start back channeling your queries and about your business, about everything on Reddit as well. Reddit is one of the biggest platforms where, people share their opinions about something, and it's not a, it's a very informal kind of a discussion about anything. It could be about business. It could be about, you waking up a little groggy and, you're talking about that. Oh, how many people woke up groggy today?
Yeah.
And you're saying, why don't you have this sleeping pill that will help you sleep better?
Oh my God.
Remember? So this is exactly which is another problem, because most businesses are getting on Reddit as well, because they want to make sure that, ChatGPT also picks it up. But also when ChatGPT picks up information from Reddit and sources which are not legitimate completely, you might end up with the wrong information too. Because these are not fact-checked informations. when you
Got
get
you.
it on Reddit. So like if imagine me creating a content just because on the fact that it was on Reddit, when I have not fact checked when this actually happened or not.
That's crazy, man, how this shift is happening.
Yeah.
But do you think, like, how is it going to grow?
See, how long since you know that AI has come to our in the world? Like forget about like in the front end. Like since how long did you know about AI?
I kind of heard here and there from last like 1-2 years.
Imagine it's just, let's say you heard about it almost 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And you know what is it worth today? Like the whole industry, AI industry is somewhere around $300 billion
$300 billion.
today. And I'm very conservatively speaking. It is forecasted to be $3 trillion industry by 2033. $3 trillion. None of the other industries have seen such a massive growth in such a short period of time.
So we are in a big, like, industry revolution.
What happened during the internet revolution in 2000s, like Y2K?
Yeah.
This is exactly that, but 10 times better.
10 times
More
bigger.
bigger.
So now the real question is, how can I, instead of becoming a victim of during any transition, there will be victims.
Yeah.
There will be the ones who understand how to utilize it and get a piece of it, that 10 trillion.
Yeah.
Because those who are watching this podcast, I'm pretty sure they have the mindset of, to utilize it.
Yeah.
What are some of the ways you're utilizing, the shift?
The first thing that I did was that I fed my ChatGPT content generator. I created a ChatGPT content generator specific to my content, and I fed it with all the scripts that I'd ever written in my language, so that it understands what kind of a language do I follow when I'm creating content. So now what happens is if I go and type in a title that, do you know that we were just talking about it, do you know that why right-hand driven cars are in India and in the UK, but not in the US and Canada? So I'll just give it that topic and it will check the web, all the resources, why it is there, but also at the same time, it will formulate script by script the way that I speak it, with hooks, with body, with outro. So this is number one thing that I used it for. So again, it's very important, like we talked about the prompt, you have to be really good with what you are asking it to do so that the results are better.
So that's one thing you're utilizing the AI for. What else are you utilizing to grow your business?
Content is one of the biggest factors in driving more business and, for anyone to create content. So this was a very script-based thing, but like the biggest things that you need to use is that, how can you use different platforms to create visuals for videos, right? Have you heard about Higgsfield?
No.
Kling,
yeah.
Kling, Higgsfield. These are one of the best AI tools to use to create visuals for your videos. And Higgsfield is growing like is the fastest growing platforms that I've ever seen recently. So one of the things is also we need to tell that, we are pretty much living in an AI bubble. 95% of the, companies which are existing today will not going to be existing after 5 years from now or 3 years from now.
So you mean the AI companies or the regular companies?
AI companies also. Because, for any Tom, Dick and Harry kind of a thing, the AI platforms are being created. But who is getting the support? Who is getting the investment? Who will be able to, break through in the kind of changes that you are building in the technology, are able to, implement those changes? Those are only going to be relevant and rest are going to go faded. So maybe something that you see on Google today and it's an AI platform, it's gone viral, but it was a very niche thing, specific thing, and it doesn't work anymore. And the technology is moving so fast, our requirements are changing so fast. So we need to figure out that, is this the requirement of the future or not? Maybe it is for today, but not for the future.
It's changing every second.
Every second, bro.
But the ones who are optimistic, they're already working, finding, open to.
I think one of the biggest gaps in the market is going to be people who are acquainted with the technology and they're very self-learners and they're going to implement it no matter what.
Yeah.
Some people are going to be, you know what, it's still a lot of work.
Yeah.
And we are trying to solve that gap. People like you who are like sales first, business first, content is great, I love doing it, but it's not the
End
priority.
game. Yeah.
It's not the end game. So for you, you know that your business feeds on marketing, your business feeds on videos that you create.
Yeah.
And if you are not posting those videos, you are, losing
Fading
the
off.
kind of business that you could get. So let's say if you're already creating content, if you're creating 10 videos, how about you create 10 more AI videos of you, which will look as real as you are? People will not be able to tell the difference because they're so real and the information is legit.
I've been
It's a sales
watching your
machine.
content all this long. I could not tell the difference. The video that you posted got 1.5 million. That's crazy.
I'm surprised myself.
That's insane. So that means like literally we can generate business just using AI.
Yeah, so exactly. So now I'm not saying that, anyone needs to just work with us in order to do it. You could do it on your own too. There are tools already available. But the thing is, if you are somebody who values time, money, and efficiency, then you should consider, services like AI solutions like, our company or somebody else is also doing that. And this came out of a very problem solution kind of a standpoint.
Yeah.
Because I'm seeing in my business that, most of the people who are working with our clients as clients, they're like, okay, now can you create another solution where I don't need to come in? I mean, do this, but but how about we create 5 more videos with AI with you?
That's crazy because see, think about it. The way that I am seeing the solution that you're bringing in, or any solution out there that is available, as a business owner, I want to build $1 million business, multi-million-dollar business, but business doesn't happen without getting the leads.
Yeah.
And where am I getting the leads now? Either I have to be shown up on ChatGPT or I have to shown up on the social media feeds where people spending their time.
Yeah.
And here what you're saying is like the solution, I cannot go and shoot those videos.
Yeah.
See, we have 10 properties to sell.
Yes.
How many properties can I go and shoot and edit and post?
And real estate agents are reaching out to us for exact same reason. I have 10 properties listings coming in the market. I don't have time to shoot all of them. Can you create a video for us?
Yeah.
With their avatar into it.
So the solutions like this are coming out.
And this is what people are looking for. How can I reduce my workload and increase my efficiency? This is exactly what we are hearing from most of the people.
The ones who are not open to change, there is a fear also.
Yeah.
So there will be people who will be losing jobs.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the kind of place that we are in, it's very tricky to say that, what skill set that you have will be relevant in the next 5 years or not.
What skill set do you think will be relevant?
A lot of people say, I see that too, that, a lot of people say, prompt engineering is one of the fastest growing skill set when you were talking about AI platforms. And I believe that is true, but I think AI systems are also getting so good in understanding your human language that it is going to prompt it very similar to the query or the problem that you're trying to solve.
Do you believe in this? The most popular videos nowadays popping out, $1 billion business can be built with one man.
Yes, I know. And that's so true. This has never happened in the era that, that's why I'm saying it's a very fascinating place to be in, but it's also scary at the same time that, earlier I used to say that, your business is your business gets irrelevant in the next 24 months. You believe it or not, you scale it or not, it will be irrelevant. But I think that time has also shrunk by, I think it's 6 months now.
You're becoming irrelevant.
Irrelevant in 6 months. So you do something about it or, you get
pulled out
by something else.
You gotta adapt. There's no way.
If you're ambitious, if you're obsessed with growth, I think those people will obviously adapt. It is hard for me also, like for you also, like, samajh nahi aa raha, yaar. I can't understand what this thing is happening. But you need to train yourself, na?
Yeah. But you got to start somewhere.
So you got to start somewhere.
See, if you're going through not understanding it, that means you're in the place where something should happen.
Yeah.
But back to that building a business, one person, $1 billion business. How far we are with making that vision to reality? One man billion-dollar business.
The differentiation is that you don't need to know code. You don't need to know any backend stuff in order to make your vision a reality. Not every business is going to be, $1 billion business, but you have all the resources to build one.
Just one person.
Just one person, one prompt, getting started with that, and you start getting detailed, you nuance it slowly and gradually and make it even better. Like, I'm telling you that, today businesses, like people are launching websites, like website you used to pay like, $3,000, $4,000, $10,000, $5,000. You just write a prompt and the website is ready now. I mean,
That's
what else?
crazy.
What else I can say? So what is a website? Website is a business idea that now is in the public domain. Now people are ready to work with. People are ready to buy into.
Yeah.
That's exactly, you have this mug. You don't need to go to Shopify or hire a Shopify developer to create a website for you. Shopify has internal AI now. You just type in the prompt and it will create the whole website for you. Now, who needs to go to a developer?
So everything can be done at your fingertip.
Check out the viral AI website.
It looks very professional. Don't tell me this whole thing is created by AI.
It took me 2 hours to create this website.
This whole website.
Yeah.
All the designs and all this freaking
They were
things.
iterations.
Yes.
But in a real life, it would have taken me 1 month.
More than that.
More than that. So I'll show you the message. I sent to my developer, dude, I want to build this website ASAP. And then it clicked me. Why don't I build it myself? It took me just 1 weekend, Aditya, this website was ready.
That's insane. So you have a business idea and you created a website already for it.
This is what we are talking about. You have an idea, you execute it with the website, and it's there.
So pretty much instead of going to find solutions to some human, you just need to go find solution using your AI.
Yeah. I still think there are 2 kinds of people who are going to try to do it themselves.
Yeah.
Good luck with that. You should do that. But some people have like longer breakdown stamina. Some people have shorter. If you have a longer breakdown stamina, like me, who are going to bang their head, it's not working. And still do it because they're so fascinated. Like, I want to make it work.
Yeah.
And they will do it. And there are going to be people, I can't do it. Hire this guy to do it.
With all these things, what I'm getting into my head is like, you have to become good and better at coming up with solutions.
Yes.
With ideas.
Yeah.
So maybe that's where the future is going towards.
Yeah.
Just, let's imagine 5 years from now, how the businesses will run.
I can't tell you what's going to be in the next 6 months, bro, right now, the way that it is going. 5 years is a whole different ballgame.
1 year. One year from now,
Yeah.
how a business can operate.
I think you will have a capability to run 95% of the business through AI and automations. And 5% is just you and your personal assistant, or maybe somebody who's helping you with the operations, or maybe with sales. That's it. But 95% of the businesses could be outsourced to AI.
So we just need to start looking, whichever the business we are in, whichever the, when new we are into, how can I make it faster, efficient, and pretty much 95% automation.
Yes.
And before it was very expensive.
Very expensive.
But now we are talking about what?
Yeah. So it's like usually on a monthly basis, you're not paying more than $200, $300.
I think that's a lot of, shift that we adapt or die.
Yeah, man. I mean,
what are you excited about AI? The most exciting thing for you now?
every day there is something new exciting, man. Like, I think the way the communication is transforming every single day. I think I've realized that I'm communicating more with my AI voice agent, like not this agent, but let's say ChatGPT, than real people in life. So like earlier, how many times you used to take up the call and say that, hey, Siri, it wasn't the perfect. You were not doing as much. But with ChatGPT and all that, you're saying, hey, ChatGPT, could you tell me about this? Oh, ChatGPT, I'm having a bad day. Or ChatGPT, can you tell me some nice food places that I can go and have a burger? Your conversation, so the way our communication is changing is really very interesting. That we as humans, we say that, we are not, we are social animal, but at the same time, we don't want to have all the time talking to people, but we are comfortable talking to a non-human.
Yeah.
This tells something about us that we want to communicate, but we don't want to be seen. And that's exactly what AI is providing you, which is why you see relationships forming with AI and humans
Getting
more and
crazy.
more.
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie Her?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's so real. It's actually happening.
I think that's where it can get crazy, but the optimistic people is gonna like rip huge benefits out of
Oh
it.
yeah. I mean, I'm telling you, like, if people, like, I'm so excited about it. I don't know, but there are so many bunch of people who are like really smarter than me, excited about
Yeah.
it and all that. But if I am excited, and what all things that I can just think about, oh man, I've got so many ideas to implement, and I can just with a click of a button, I can do it. I'm going to be on a different place. This is what I feel like. But it's going to be challenging. It's going
Yeah.
to be painful. It's going to be all of these things. But it's just exciting times that you're living. It's no point being always negative about the things that we are in. There is obviously going to be AI slope. There is always going to be AI slop. Sorry, all the things that negative things about it. But it will find its own way.
Yeah.
I think we will adapt as humans. We have always been doing that.
So everyone who is watching this probably can take that.
Yeah.
Whichever the business you're in, start simple steps.
Yeah.
But by ये सारे craziness करने के लिए, you have to have the nerd mindset.
You have to be a nerd. You're right.
Yeah. Where that nerd Sahas come from? What is your like childhood story? Like you had some childhood trauma when you started from 2 years old.
Yeah, that's I think you become from your experiences, like the kind of person that you become from your experiences. And there is a very beautiful quote by Confucius: everybody has two lives, but the second starts when you realize that you just have one left. And that reflected to me in my 30s, because at the age of 2, I almost died drinking sulfuric acid. I was about to drink sulfuric acid, but it fell from my hands, and which is why you and we are sitting today together. I wouldn't have been alive.
What was the
Yeah, I was 2 years old, so I don't remember that how exactly it happened, but I think it was more like it was a newly constructed property, my home. My father might not be at home; he was at some place, and my mother was in a different room. So like I was alone, and I might have crawled to a wrong room. I opened. There were paint bottles. I happened to pick just one, which was sulfuric acid, and that was the only sulfuric acid bottle out of all the 30 bottles out there. I picked that, thinking that it is water, and I was about to drink it. And the moment when I opened it, maybe I was about to drink, and it just fell from my hands, and it sprinkled, which is why you
that's
see
why you have this.
and I might have screamed. I tried to run and I slipped over it. So bottom part of my body, my legs were all burnt. So my bones and everything was like, to some extent, their flesh was just melting. Sulfuric acid, it's
Acid.
Like acid. So,
Yeah, it burns.
yeah. So yeah, I went through multiple plastic surgeries when I was 2. So growing up, I was given a lot of steroids just because I was weak at the very start of my life. So I've gained a lot of weight. So I used to be that fatso
I was shocked when you showed me the
picture. So yeah.
All these things, the situations, like when was there any moments that you felt like, why the fuck am I even alive?
No, I did not. I don't think so. I've been a very, I think somewhere, your family, how they've grown you, nurtured you, that also comes into the picture. But I think I've never played a victim card on myself that why did it happen to me? Maybe for some time because I felt different about myself that, okay, when I was growing up, I never wore shorts. You know what's funny? I started wearing shorts when I came to Canada. It took me 30 years to be okay with the fact that it's okay, Sahas, to wear shorts even with your burnt legs. It took me 30 years.
So you're not willing to show
Yeah, for a
outside.
very long time in my life, I wasn't. And the other funny thing is I started creating content with shorts. That was my way of fighting my fears in a way that, what is the most painful and embarrassing thing that I feel about myself and my looks is that I'm exactly going to do that. And not in front of two people, in front of millions of people.
So now you don't care about
It helped me to overcome that fear. I wouldn't say that it has completely gone because it's like such a mental block, but it's definitely loosened up. That I don't care. Like if I would have walked here in shorts and I don't give a shit about anything. I have that. But I know that people are watching. You see that there's a little bit of that thing, but I know people are, but I just don't care.
So the deep pain that you had inside also kind of your fuel to
I don't know. I don't think so that something that happened in the past is making me do things that I'm doing. But I really want my 2-year-old to be proud of myself. I really feel that that 2-year-old didn't know that a 2-year-old or a 16-year-old version of me or a 20-year, even 25-year-old version didn't know that what Sahas is going to be in his life. So I just want a version of me to be proud that whatever you've gone through in your life, it was important that you went through because you wouldn't have been in a place where you are today.
would you change anything?
Never. I had a choice when I was 19 or 20 years. So, when you are going through a lot of plastic surgeries, my hand is also like this. I have spider finger. So when doctor wrapped my fingers, he wrapped completely. So my fingers were stuck like this. So they had to peel it off like this. And yahan tak it was already fixed.
Still fix.
Yeah, so it didn't go beyond this. So when I was growing up, I always had this thing that my hand should look normal, and I could go through another plastic surgery and make it all natural. Cosmetic surgery is what you call. But then I had an awakening when I was, I think, in my adolescence years, and I was like, so it doesn't matter. You are who you are. You have been given this life for a reason. And these marks tell a story about you. And what would be the fun if the marks are not there anymore? What's the story then? So that was like, I want to leave it the way that it is. It's a part of me. I've been given this life for a reason, and I have a story associated with it. Then why not?
So you learn to embrace it.
Yeah, very much so.
Where does the smart person comes from to accept things, whatever we have, of just accepting and making it is part of your strength?
I'm trying to still find where this comes from, but I think when you have gone through enough pain, and I'm not saying that I've gone through enough pain in comparison to somebody who is actually going through even right now, but I feel that there are two choices that you have. One is that you give in to the pain, or you say that what, this is going to make me stronger. And I've always felt that way. Whatever downsides, down times that I have had in my life, I've always felt that, oh, you just wait when I'm going to come out of it. I just said that to myself. I can't wait to see what am I, the kind of person that I'm going to become when I'm going to come out of it.
Do you feel you're different from majority of the people you grew up from?
Everyone is different. But I'm growing up, yeah. I mean, I could say from that relation that from my professional choices, from my personal choices, I didn't fit into the societal standards.
Yeah.
I didn't play with those rules. And that was just me trying to know who I really am.
Hmm.
Because it's easy to just give in and say, or, just not question things, right? कि you've been born a certain way, you're going to die a certain way, and the whole life journey is, pretty much out there. But when I think about it, that, okay, like, have I really lived? Have I had my opinions in my life? What are those opinions? How do I formulate those opinions? Because you could breeze through life or you could actually live through life. You have a choice. So I didn't want to breeze through life. So, which is why I think you surround people also with you that, who are questioning things, and that makes you. So I'm not as smart as the people around me. So, right. So, like, I get a lot of answers and, curiosity. And that's why I'm saying I love these kind of podcasts, because I love listening to other person sharing things which I never thought that I would know about. So today I shared a reel of one of the most humblest person that I've met. He came to my podcast, Sanjay Singhal. And towards the, so we've talked about, so he's a big time investor, sold audiobooks.com for $56 million and all that, like beautiful human being. I asked him that if you could tell something to your 20-year-old, what would that be? And he started crying. And he said that, I wish there was a way that I could tell my younger self, everything is going to be okay. Whatever time that you have, people think and start giving this such a weight in this world that, oh, this is it. This is all a play. What we are doing today, what we are sitting, the way that it's all drama. We as humans, we are just acting our roles here in this lifetime. Nobody's going to remember me. So don't take yourself so seriously in different things that you do. Just,
So it's all made in our heads.
it's all made up in our heads, and we start giving ourselves as important. Oh, I am something. Oh, I am a content creator with those many views and millions of. It's just made up. I think it's just the way that we program ourselves to go to the next level. But I think we forget the fact that, it's at the end of the day, it's all going to be irrelevant. Nobody's going to bother to remember you after you're gone. But it doesn't mean that you don't do anything relevant. Ha todo. break break the emotion. We're out of that zone now. He's like, rulaoge kya?
So, well, I'll get to the final conclusion. So, Bhai will play a small game.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, small game.
Acha.
Someone who is like an immigrant, who is starting like literally a new life, came to this country, new to the country, wants to build a business in 12 months. The results should start coming in 12 months.
Okay.
But I want you to give a plan, a 90 days plan.
90 days plan.
Yeah. What would be your 90 days plan for that person?
Learn AI and get into sales somehow as quickly as possible. And 90 days, if you're new as an immigrant, don't bother to start your business in the first 90 days right away. So first thing that I did was, even if when I came to Canada, I didn't start my business right away, but I registered my business even before knowing what am I going to do.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I registered my business and I started working my business after a year. So in my mind, I know that this is the path that I want to follow. It might not be today, but it might be 6 months, 1 year from now. So if you are clear that this is the path that you want to go, register your business. Because this gives you an goal that, this eventually needs to happen, and start training yourself in the sales, and that will help you build confidence, customer friend. One of the biggest challenges when immigrants come to Canada and any place is that, it's a cultural difference. It's a human difference, and you're made to realize that you're different. So you have to be okay with the fact, not fight it. You have to be okay with the fact you'll never be them. And they will never be you.
True.
And never try to make them understand that this is who you are. Because it doesn't work. Nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
So the reason why you remember your goal, that you have come here to make a better life for yourself and for your family. based on that, think that how you could possibly build up your confidence so that you can, when you meet a person, you are confidently able to interact that person. This is, no AI can do it for you in this case.
So you have to do
You
this.
have to do it for yourself. And this will give you more confidence in, working with people, creating content, or whatever business that you want to create.
So AI and sales.
Yeah.
Within AI, if I want to just get an edge of it, what are the steps
So
would I?
treat AI as a personal assistant. So AI is going to be your first hire. The $30 subscription that you're going to pay to ChatGPT is your $30 investment into your business. That I have a personal assistant, or I should say executive assistant, not a
Who's
personal assistant.
smart?
Who is smart and who is like professionally helping you to achieve your goals. So build that mindset that you are using AI to help you figure out what are the problems that you are facing. So again, I don't get into thinking that I want to become a business person, I want to own a business without even knowing what is the problem that you're solving. So AI assistant is probably just going to help you to figure out what are the challenges, what are the problems, and how you could solve those problems. So that will happen through real world scenarios and artificial scenarios that you can discuss. So real world scenarios, go out there, talk to people, talk to strangers, go to a barista and ask for a coffee and ask for an additional sugar, things that you wouldn't usually do, and try to strike a conversation. That's the basic that everybody needs to do. I remember when I came here, the reason why I drove Uber and I loved it was because
You're talking to.
I was talking to people. I was like, I'm talking to people and I want to get better in this, because it's not that I was always good in communication, but it's just a fear that, you're in a different country. There's nobody from your family here, there's nobody who is your friend.
Yeah.
So you need to be accustomed with, okay with the fact that you are alone, and you'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. There are people like you, there are people like me, there are people like, and people who are sitting in this room, they figure it out on their own. And nobody's journey needs to start at the same place. You're starting at your own pace. I'm starting at my place. Who cares, man?
Yep.
Who remember who you are doing this for? You're not doing it for what Aditya is going to say, what Sahas is going to, fuck Sahas. Think about the reason why you are here.
Yep.
And do it.
What's your, if your goal is to make money right now, you're at a stage to make money.
Yeah.
Use the AI executive assistant.
Yeah.
Start talking to people.
Yeah.
See what the challenges are.
Yeah. Find a problem to solve, basically.
Lovely. That's a great plan, because honestly, there is no way we can escape. If we can become much more productive and effective and more rewarding,
Yeah.
if you do it.
If you do it this way.
So, one last thing. We always have a question from the last guest,
Oh.
and we want you to leave a question for the next guest. Last guest question is, how to find perfect people for your team? Because you're running a business, you have a lot of employees. How do you find them?
It's a pain in the ass. There's no such, first of all, you need to be okay with the fact there's no such thing as perfect team, and there is no cloning of you. If you are able to find someone who is doing 70% of the things that you could do, you've hired the right person.
How do you hire those people?
You have to go through that pain of hiring and firing. There's no easy way.
There's no easy way.
There's no easy way. And the more you do, you'll stumble upon, because this is the biggest problem. Most of the people, like when I'm speaking to some people, business owners, and they're like, how do I find the perfect person? They don't exist. You just have to be comfortable with the fact that don't keep yourself to that pedestal that everybody needs to be like you in order to, because if that was you, if they were you, they wouldn't be working for you.
True.
Right?
Maybe before hire anyone, hire the AI assistant.
Yeah, hire an AI assistant.
Start training your assistant.
Yeah, she's going to be the perfect hire, first candidate.
Because she'll be smarter than
She'll
you,
be
and
smart.
she will not quit you.
She'll not quit.
She will keep upgrading for you.
Yeah.
The best, the most cheapest employee, but the most
smartest.
smartest one you can ever have in your history.
Yeah, that's true.
Bye. That's all I have for
That's
you.
all. Amazing.
I know this is took so long, but
Nahin, nahin, it was fun.
I enjoyed everything, and it's a lot of great insights.
Thank you. I hope I was able to provide some value. That's
See, one person you change, that means it's enough.
that's it,
I am
exactly.
the person who actually now got a lot more insights of the AI. So thank you so much, bhai, for coming
Thank
all
you
the
for
way here.
having me, man. I really appreciate you calling and doing it with me. And had it been someone else, I would have thought about it. It's you. Anything for you.
Thank you so much for watching all the way here. See you on the next one.